We have no mercy for those that come to disrupt the restoration of this struggle. We don't negotiate with anyone. We will never do that. Because when you do things like that, you encourage the same thing to be inside the government, and they will continue to do what they are doing. There's an added access.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you once again to this amazing platform where we bring you information that has to do with the United States of Biafra. Information coming from the right source. In this platform, we promote and support the restoration fully and recognition of the United States of Biafra under our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and of the Supreme Commander of Mazi Nandekano. Today, under the leadership of Dr. Ngozi Orabweze, the Deputy Prime Minister. Wherever you are and you're watching this program, I welcome you. Please like and share to all platforms. In this program, we will be continue to show you information that are coming from all angles, more especially things that has to do with the Biafran territory, regardless where it is, whether in the east, in the west, in the north, in the south. We bring it before you so that you can digest it and have a rethink and know where you stand. The only thing that can guarantee our freedom in that contraption called Nigeria is Biafra. It is either Biafra or nothing. And wherever you are, continue to support the United States of Biafra. That is the only way to go. That is the only way you can have good economy and have security. Regardless what you see today, do not get distracted. Do not get bemoved. Continue to stand your ground, to demand for self-determination because it is your right. Do not allow anyone to take away the right to self-determination, the right to self-defense, and the right to life from you. Kindly watch this video for more wisdom. Let's watch.
Now, thanks for staying with us. The death toll from Monday's attack on Zike community in the Zoological government area of Plateau State has risen to 51. Armed men stormed the village in the early hours, opening fire on residents and setting several houses ablaze. Local vigilantes and security personnel were on patrol in a nearby area when the attackers struck, leaving the community vulnerable. Meanwhile, former Anambra State Governor and 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi says he was unable to complete his humanitarian mission to Benue State. While the visit, part of a nationwide tour of IDP camps, was reportedly disrupted by a lack of support from the state government, that's Benue State government. Obi's tour, which included Plateau, Southern Kaduna and Nasarawa states, aimed to provide relief materials and draw attention to the living conditions of displaced citizens. He said the multiple attempts to reach Benue Governor Hyacinth Alia failed, and that communication only came through the governor's ADC, his aide-de-camp. Well, we still have in the studio here Prince Francis Chilaka, who was with us in the opening conversation. But we have been joined by Barrister Darlington Agomo, who is a lawyer as well as a political affairs analyst. Good morning, Barrister, and good to have you.
Good morning, Mr. Okoro, Fina, and Moses. How are you today?
Very well.
Good to
now,
have you, Barrister.
Prince, thanks for staying with us. We also have Clement Aguyi. He's a lawyer as well as a former local government chairman of Unjikoka local government in Anambra State. He joined us, by the way, during the first conversation. Thank you very much, Clement, and thanks for staying with us. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Now, Barrister, let me start with you. Again, in Plateau State, people have been massacred just on Sunday. A fortnight ago, about 62 people were killed. Now, the death toll has risen to 51, still in the same Plateau State, in Basa local government. Okay, the other time it was in Boko's local government area of was it Benue? But within that middle belt region, you know. Now, this has been a consistent effort. Yesterday, Khan came up and said, look, we are going to conduct a protest. On Easter Sunday, Christians should wear black to express their dissatisfaction, to express lack of confidence in the system that is unable to protect them. Now, Barrister, the other time we had the DG SSS, Oluwatosin Ajayi, ask Nigerians to defend themselves because, as it is, the security agencies don't have the capacity to deploy personnel to all parts of the country. And he cited instances in Borno State, Azare community, where people mobilized and pushed back rampaging terrorists. And according to him, since that event like 7 years ago, terrorists have never attempted to go back to that community. Barrister, if you look at what is going on in the Benue Plateau and parts of the southeast, southwest, and all parts of the country, is protest the track to follow to defend people for the people to defend themselves in all of this?
Mr. Okoro, we have allowed what is going on, and that is why it has festered for this long. Let nobody be deceived. There is a clear-cut agenda in those two states, Plateau and Benue, to be precise. There is no doubt about it. So anybody that is saying any other thing is wasting time. And the reason why these guys have continued to do what they are doing is because there had not been any retaliation or reprimand. The most painful aspect of this thing is that these terrorists are not from Nigeria. They are not Nigerians. I've said it repeatedly, and nobody has come to say it is not true. Because if they are from Nigeria, why do they take over people's home and left their own home? Is it possible? It's not possible for you to leave your own family house somewhere and you now come and take over another person's family house.
But Barrister,
and rename
is
the village
the best way to push back?
Sorry?
Protest, going out on a protest, is it the best
It's
way
a
to
waste
push
of
back?
time. It is a complete waste of time. The people that are attacking you, they are not protesting. They didn't use protest to attack you. Look, this is one of the reasons why I like the Western world though. You see all these superpowers. Why did they call them superpower? You don't meddle with them. You don't. I'm not joking. They take an eye for an entire head. And that is why you respect and fear them. Look at Russia. Russia. Vladimir Putin fought the entire Europe and America, NATO, to a standstill in Ukraine. Because he doesn't want them to build a nuclear site at his backyard. Eh? Here, people came from nowhere, invaded you repeatedly. The last time we counted is over 2,000 attacks in a particular state.
But Barrister, don't you think that Putin fought back because he has the capabilities? The capacity?
Okay, you that they attack, you don't have the capability.
No, exactly my point. Now, do you think that the people have the capacity?
They have. They don't want to do anything. What are you telling me?
These people have what capacity? Because these people have then guns. Meanwhile, the assaulters, assault rifles.
You don't know how to acquire their own, Abi. How did they acquire their own? The people that are attacking you with a sophisticated weapon, how did they acquire their own? Go and acquire your own because they say you should protect yourself.
Barrister, we have the National Security Advisor. He came out to tell us the other time that, look, the majority of the weapons used by these terrorists, were actually Nigerian military equipment. Mm-hmm. So, do you still need to know where they acquired their arsenal?
Wherever they acquired it, it came from a source. You too, go and acquire your own. You have been told to protect yourself. That's what I'm even saying.
And if you are caught in the process, you'll be charged with gun running.
Are you serious?
Then I'm trying to let us understand how this is.
It is at that point that you are now calling for anarchy because somebody else. So the people that attacked me, why are you not arresting them? You told me to protect myself, and I've gone ahead to protect myself, and you're arresting me.
All right, then. Well, thank you very much, Barrister Darlington. Now, let's bring another barrister into this conversation, Barrister Clem. Well, thanks for staying with us. Now, do you support the ideology that Nigerians should arm themselves to protect themselves from these invaders that have continually taken lives?
It's unfortunate that Nigeria is under siege, and most part of Nigeria, especially these middle belt areas, has become a killing field where people are slaughtered. And they're not just being slaughtered in their tens, but they are slaughtered in their thousands. And all we do is complain or shout. And not even shout to the extent of having the kind of uproar that was generated when 16 people were killed in Uromi. The kind of uproar that came around the country, especially from the north and the Muslim community, you would think that 16 million were killed. But this is 16 people, but every other day, these jihadists, these herdsmen, these bandits are slaughtering people who are indigenous people. And we had a governor that said that we are bringing all Fulanis from all over the world to come and settle in Nigeria. And when they come to Nigeria, where would they settle? On people's land. So this is a fight over land, not even a fight over religion. They are fighting to occupy people's land. And I think it's time that the indigenous people understand the game and defend themselves. Because if you are coming to attack me, my wife and my children, I have a right to pick whatever I can pick, whether it is stone or cutlass or sticks or gun, and defend myself. And I think we have gotten to that stage whereby the security apparatus of Nigeria are compromised. Not that they don't have the capacity to protect Nigerians. They are compromised. Because the young men there in the field, when these people are coming, are attacking, will require to be given instruction to attack back or to move. Sometimes they want to go and even attack back, and they are told to pull back until these bandits finish their menace. So I think Nigerians, everybody should rebel against the state and arm themselves and defend themselves, because the states are not protecting anybody. So that we can come to the round table eventually to say, come on, okay, everybody should disarm. You don't disarm me and allow some people to be armed. Let Nigerians take their destiny, their life, their future into their hands. So that if we want...
Barrister Clem, if you say Nigerians should, take their destinies into their hands, don't you think that that is also going to open more way for indiscriminate killing, because now we have, so much arms in circulation? Remember what's happening in the US? US also have the freedom for you to bear arms for protection and all that, but now they are working very tediously to know if they can curtail the use of arms because of the mayhem it's causing in the US. Even as, well sophisticated and how their security apparatus are, they are having issues because of that particular law.
I really like your sanctimonious epistle of maybe when they slap you on the left cheek, you turn your right cheek. But I'm saying that they've slapped you enough that you don't have any cheek more to give. And I'm saying that Nigerians should take their destiny into their hand and defend their homes, defend their families and loved ones. Stop being a lamb that is being led to the slaughter. Because the government, successive government, have shown compromise in protecting the lives of the people. And if you continue this way, they are going to kill more and more of you. Because these people are not interested in keeping you safe. Okay. These people that are attacking and killing Nigerians, indigenous people, in their hundreds and in their thousands, you need to stand up to them. You need to defend yourself.
Thank you so much.
Don't wait for the government anymore, because the government is doing nothing about the security of lives and properties of Nigerians.
Thank you, Barrister. Now, Mr. Prince Francis Chilaka, the DG of the SS said the same thing to Nigerians. It's high time you do what to take laws into your hands and protect yourselves. And then if you check it out, you found out that in various states, to be precise, they have vigilante groups when Samuel Otham was the governor of that state. But they were disbanded. And after that, we heard about the massacre that happened there. In Edo State, the people who are being arrested, and some of them also happen to be part of vigilante groups also that were being set by the communities to help protect themselves over the incessant attack that they've been experiencing from herders and all that. If you take it back to the east, where in Enugu State, we also learned that some persons are also there protecting their lives. But that sometimes when these attackers come, the security operatives will go after these people who the people have given the mandate to help protect them. How visible is it, or how feasible do you think it's going to be for us to protect ourselves at this point?
Who did you give your mandate to? At what point did you give your mandate to this government? We need to ask that question, and we need to ask it very seriously. If you recall, during Buhari's regime, it was Buhari who said that people should bring in their arms. And as at that time, Nigerians from the south, from the west, from the east, sent in their arms, some of them. How many people from the north did you see them, to return their arms? That is the one question. Now, the other question is, what kind of governors do we have in this country? I'm even ashamed of the one in Benue State to start with. He calls himself a Catholic priest. He's a complete disgrace to the Catholic Church. The things he's doing, the steps he's taking, does not show integrity. It does not show a man who is ready to defend his people. So when we talk about this insecurity, it's more like something that nobody wants to face headlong and say the truth. How can you look at people who have been involved in killing people, chasing people away from their ancestral homes, turning them to people living in IDP camps, and then you come out on air and you're telling Nigerians that you are integrating them, you are rehabilitating them? Is that not the height of madness? Does that show you that the government is ready and willing to secure your life and property? So the DG of DSS was right. He has looked at the whole scenario and he has found out that, look, if we keep going the way we're going, if we keep saying, oh, my presidency is not worth the blood of Nigerians like Jonathan, this country will collapse.
Now, do you think that certain governors are cashing out with IDPs, and these IDPs being in the IDP camp? Do you think there's some sort of cash outs that they make? Do you think they are encouraging it?
Obviously. It's the same thing that is applying to the correctional centers, where you have 3,000, 4,000 in a place that is meant for 1,000 people. If you are a governor of your state, first and foremost, what I had expected this presidency to do upon resumption is to ensure that people in IDP camps are returned back to their ancestral home. That is to show you that, yes, the government is in charge of security. But you're not doing that. So if you're not encouraging the people to go back, if you're not providing security for the people to go back, then what are you doing as a government?
And we see, the reason I ask that is because we see a situation where a Peter will be intended to visit one of these IDP camps to commiserate with the people there and give a few things. He has done that in the past. He has visited IDP camps in Plateau State, in other parts of the country, in Maiduguri, where he's given 3 million, 1.5 million, and the rest. He's done that in the past. But this time around, he wanted to visit. And Governor Hyacinth Alia, some would say, like Nigerians are saying on social media, on X, are saying that it's been largely politicized because the governor dissociated himself from the visit and said, look, I cannot guarantee your protection if you come. And some Nigerians are attributing that to the fact that he doesn't want to be associated with Peter Obi because of the political inclination that might have.
Let me say this to Alia. We used to call him Reverend Father, but I don't know how reverend he is right now. The truth of the matter is that he has become a typical Nigerian politician. So he's no longer thinking about the people. He's already thinking about 2027. And he is already having at the back of his mind that I cannot associate with this man or give this man a leverage because we're not in the same party. And that is totally, totally wrong. For one, as I sit here, I expected more from somebody like Alia. Considering his training, I understand the training of the Catholic Church. I understand what it takes for you to become a priest.
So don't
and I understand that as a priest, it is your duty to preach liberation theology. So what is he preaching?
Prince Francis Chilaka, some Nigerians are also of the opinion that higher powers are the ones making Hyacinth Alia, not to open his doors for people to come.
He's the governor of the state. He's the governor. Even if he doesn't want him to come, you don't come on air to say that.
Okay.
It's the same thing that played out in Kogi State. When the governor came out and said that Natasha cannot come back to her state, to her constituency. What kind of madness is this? How can we keep running a country as if we're in a banana republic?
Okay. Going back to Nigerians defending themselves, Barrister, Barrister Darlington now. Barrister, how effective can it be for Nigerians to defend themselves when there are chief security officers in different states? I'm talking about the governors now. And a situation whereby a governor would transport his own people who have been accused of, in defending themselves, killed those that they thought were there to attack them, and moved them from the state to Abuja for interrogation, questioning, and the rest. And very recently, another set of travelers have been apprehended also in the same state. I'm talking Edo State now. Another set of travelers have been apprehended, hunters they call themselves, apprehended with guns and machetes and things like that. How then can this effectively work? The people defending themselves if the elected officials are not on their side?
Look, there is no two ways about it. Except there is a counter force. These attacks will continue. We are talking today, Tuesday. I said before the weekend, something will happen somewhere in this same country, and we'll still come out and talk about it. All because there has not been any counter attack. Go and ask Israel what they are doing to Hamas that have invaded them October last year. Is that not true? Today now, Hamas is...
So my question is, can the people effectively defend themselves without the support of the governor?
The people that are attacking you, on whose authority are they attacking you? Can't you get it? It is illegal. It is illegal for you to obey rule of law and order in a state of chaos and anarchy, in a place where you are fighting for your life. Mr. Moses, except the people behave in the same manner, these people will not stop. I'm not joking. So when you are talking, the government has told you that you should defend yourself, and you are still asking questions. In a state of war, I mean, don't you see how people arm themselves from both sides? So what are you still waiting for? When the government is supposed to protect, is telling you, look, we cannot protect you. Protect yourself. So will you turn around tomorrow and blame the government?
All right, Barrister.
Are you telling me that you don't know how to acquire arms yourself?
No, I don't actually.
Really? Don't worry. After the show, call on me.
All right, Barrister, thank you so much for that. We have a caller calling to the program. Good morning. Welcome to VOP This Morning. Hello, good morning. All right, I guess. Okay. Barrister.
Right. I wanted to go to Oka. Okay, Clems, let me come to you. We are costing home now to this conversation. Yesterday, a fortnight ago, 19 communities in Hiamufu, part of Enugu State, were sacked by unknown gunmen. As we speak now, I am not aware that those people have returned to their communities. Yesterday, 9 farm settlements in Adani, part of Enugu State, was invaded. Those 9 settlements were invaded, rather. As at last count, 14 people have been killed in that attack. Up until this moment, nobody has claimed responsibility. Nobody has been arrested as I speak. In all of this, why is it difficult for the governors of the Southeast to come together and say, enough of this? This is not the first time. This is not the second time. We've seen it happen in parts of Ebonyi State. It happened in parts of Abia State. It happened in Anambra. The whole of the Southeast, the whole of the South. Clems, what is going on? Are we a conquered people? Clems, can you hear me?
It's not about us being... Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
It's not about us being a conquered people. It is about us being people that are incompetent to address our situation and the existential threat against us. I need to see the synergy between the governed and the governors and the governed. For example, people keep saying why can't the governors of the Southeast come together? And I begin to wonder, is there any coming up together between the northern governors in the Northeast or northern governors in the Northwest, that where these bandits are slowly from to come to our side? I believe that every governor is the chief security officer of his state. There was a time Anambra State, where I came from, used to be a hotbed of insecurity. And I actually disagree with the governor on the way he was handling the insecurity in Anambra State. But eventually he woke up.
I'm sorry, Barrister Clem. I'm sorry to cut it at this moment. It is because the governors, because the North is clearly the promoters of this agenda. So do you expect the governors to come together to stop it? The governors from the Southwest have come together and they are pushing back. So why can't the governors in the Southeast do the same thing? That's my question.
I'm not aware of Lagos State, for instance, being part of a Amoteku and operating in Lagos State to keep security.
But you are aware that in 5 other states, no, it's not a fallacy. The 5 other states have Amoteku.
What I'm saying is that every security or insecurity is local. Okay? And the governors of the states should be able to take an example from Anambra State and put up a legal framework together and energize the communities and the people and create their own local vigilante and allow them to function, to chase away this insecurity from their place and make sure that these people do not regroup. Anambra State now is relatively peaceful because the governor went to the root of the problem and the people became energized and the people took it upon themselves to see something and say something. And the governor is able to.
Thank you so much for watching the program. I appreciate you for your patience to watch from beginning to end. I hope you have learned a lot from this very program that I just played, this video. Please like and share the video. Share to all platforms. After sharing the video, now you can go to the comment section and put down your comments. Whatever suggestions, contributions you have to make, what do you think about the video I just played? Go to the comment section and put your comment. I will go to the comment section and I bet you I am learning a lot from there and you can equally learn from there. Let us share our experience on that comment section. Thank you so much and stay blessed. Don't forget to share and we continue to bless you as you share. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity and equity. We move airborne.